you're here for the release. Have you seen the trailer yet for the Sacrificial LAN?
I haven't. It looks awesome.
Are you interested to know what this is about?
Totally. Please fill me in.
So
tell our audience right now what this is going to do for them.
If you have not seen already the trailer release, it's on right now. It's out. Look for it. What it's going on is we have a film short this year that's coming out, and right now this is the premiere release of it officially in Lansing, Michigan. We're doing it, and what this is going to do is build into a feature-length film by the end of the year. So you want to know a little bit about the movie?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so basically this is the movie is based. It's a film short leading up to a feature-length film, hopefully in the future. It's based in modern-day United States, right here in Lansing, Michigan, right around the time of 2015 to 2019 in the life of our protagonist, which is myself. I'm playing also in the movie as the lead, and it's for Shane Tisdale, and it's for basically a failed master's degree student. It's someone in graduate school that realizes kind of midlife crisis at the age of 45 that he thinks he has everything, and then adversity strikes at the same time over this 3 or 4 year period where he starts to question himself and where he's going in life because of what he's done. So the film kind of picks up from there with all the adversity he's going through and the struggle in not only surviving, but at the same time trying to finish off graduate school to realize that this wasn't what he wanted. He needed something more, and he needed to get back to his roots, which is what also his life is going to become based on, which is finishing off graduate school and a book by Greene called The Mastery for 2012 that starts to get into basically 5 strategies that really start to open up his eyes and start to realize this is me. I can finish this, and I think the audience could at least, without giving them too much or a spoiler, they should at least be looking for these basic 5 strategies. If I could share that with the audience, is that all right?
Sure. Let's hear them.
Okay.
Let's hear 'em.
So the first one is called Return to Origins that Greene talks about right through pages 29 through 45. That's what they want, and you have to cite it. Don't worry. Okay. And what it is called Primal Inclination, which is, I guess the way to summarize that would be able to say, like if you saw the movie Rounders, where he's talking at the end before he goes into the final game, and he says, that was your destiny, and he goes, did you fight it? And he goes, fought what? It was something you were going to have to do sooner or later. You can only fight it and suppress it for so long. That is in the case of our hero and myself, is that getting back to my origins, we're getting back into something that, something that's centered around film, theater, writing, script writing as an example. So that's how we move into a film and dealing with that. The second strategy we talk about in Greene is called Occupy the Perfect Niche. This was not one that I thought was as applicable, but it is strategy number 2 through those same pages through Greene. And what we read about were characters that were in a vocation that they maybe didn't like as much. Let's say they were a singer, or some kind of pianist, something like that. But what they really wanted to do was compose. And they realized my niche in this industry would be more only as a composer, but they didn't have that availability, they didn't have that accessibility, they didn't have that training, and they didn't have the support. They were on their own. And what they decided in their minds sooner or later over time was, I'm gonna occupy that niche. I'm gonna find a way quicker. So that's the third one is called Avoid False Path. That's something I think you'll see directly in the film short, which is...
Move up, you keep moving back.
Okay. So Avoid the False Path is the third one. And what this deals with is basically what they talk about is rebellion. And this is somebody that they've done everything.
I think we've all know what rebellion is. We've all been there, haven't we?
Absolutely. So we talk about coming to age story. Obviously, we're going to see a little bit of rebellion, and I think you'll capture that in the film over time. Is you'll see that finally our character has had enough. He finally decides that he wants to.
We all got to grow up someday.
Exactly. We want to finally have to sacrifice, and in his case, sacrifice everything to follow what his dream is his heart, and I think you'll see that in the film. The fourth one is called Let Go, and basically what this is adaptation. Letting go of the past, letting go of what you you knew was right, or what you knew was right at that time, and what people said was right, your parents, your family, your church, society, middle class, what was available here, let's say, for instance, in Lansing, Michigan. Letting go of what you've done to be able to move forward. Whatever mistakes you made, that's fine, but it's about learning from them, and that's what Greene really talks about. Our character has lost everything, but he finally, before he's near a river or a lake ready to kill himself, he finally says, you know, I have done some good things though. I have learned all this stuff. Why don't I try to move on and do better with what I do know. I failed at this, but maybe I could be a success still at this. And maybe if I follow my heart, I can do that, finally. Right. So he takes even the larger risk, and I think you'll see it. So they only have one more strategy. The last one is find your way back.
Sure.
So the find your way back for me was literally, it was physically and a metaphor, and that was coming back to Lansing, Michigan, finding a way to, as the character, as the protagonist in this story, based on real events, is trying to find a way to get that training, get that education, and learn about how to occupy a niche, let's say in the future, as a screenwriter. How could you do it? And I think that the audience will see is where there's a will, there's a way. You can do it online through Full Sail University, online for creative writing with script writing emphasis, and hopefully they see all those strategies. And Greene was a great influence, and we'll see now if they see the film, if they like it.
Great. Wow. Well, this sounds like there's a whole lot going on here, and this is going to be a wonderful, feel-good, get you involved story, and maybe help change some lives. So, Mr. Tisdale, we want to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We will catch up with you in the near future for the full premiere of this short that you've shared with us just recently.
Yes.
All
yes.
Right. All right.
Thank you so much, and to our professor at Full Sail University, just want to say thanks so much for tuning in, along with any of the students, and hope everything went great. Thanks so much for tuning in. This was the Sacrificial LAN.
Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great afternoon.
So, greetings. Good to see you, Mr. Blatt. How are you?